in Gears of War 3 more than any of the Gears of Wars in this series. The ball communication goes a whole way. You should always be talking, even when you're eliminated from the game. You know, get into the ghost cam mode, start calling everything out possible, letting your teammates know. You know, you suddenly become the coach. You have to let them know when to make certain
Interesting
pushes.
thing on the start of trenches here, we saw they're sending 2 to basement, Infinity here, and they got ink. So they are really going to be pushing that basement, that opposite ink, it looks like.
Okay, and Terra picked up the ink and threw it right away.
CDN had that 2v1 on down there. He killed one.
Nice shotgun kill by Rain on Ribs. 3v2 situation for the Fathering.
Terror is hiding behind one now, but I believe they know he's there.
Yeah, I'm sure they do, as they do have a member dead, and as I was saying,
he's flanking around.
Oh, some great shotgun.
CDN is calling him out. They have him down, but yeah, he hadn't got the kill.
Terra in the 3v1. Can he get the clutch shotgun kill? No, he's going to be lancered down. He had a good down. He had to push that. That was his best situation to try to pick up that one kill. Maybe grab that meat shield after.
So that was a good round for them.
Yeah, the Fathering coming out strong.
The Fathering coming out strong there in the basement, because looks like Infinity wants to play there instead of top.
The basement's a very important position to start a couple guys sending, because if you get on top of the sandbag over at the mortar/one-shot spawn, you have vision over across the whole crane side. It looks like both teams are going to be picking up incendiary kills. 2 members of the Fathering in the basement once again.
Yeah, and we had 2 actually members of Infinity get out of the basement already. They have them trapped. Infinity has the outside under control right now.
So I would say Infinity has the advantage a little bit, although it's still 4-4. They took that sandbag, they took that top side of the trench, and see the Lancer fire. So Requiem is getting crossed. He's getting crossed from across the crane. He's getting crossed from up top, and that's a really good position.
Yeah, that's right. When Infinity has that up top, there's only a few spots that you can sit in and not be crossed from. So kind of limits your playability there.
Some incredible angles to be had. The Digger is still on the ground. Incendiary grenades will be popping up in about a minute. I did see a couple get tossed down in the trench. And just a little fun fact, if you were the character that picked up the incendiary grenades and you throw both, when you pick them up again, the opposition will not know that you picked up those grenades, because technically you still have them, so it's like picking up ammo. So you can be a little stealthy as far as restocking on those grenades.
So right now we have kind of a little bit of a stalemate. The Fathering, they can't move really right now. They are trapped. So Infinity will probably take advantage of that, grab all the power weapons possible, get another ink, grab the Digger, and we may see a push.
A lot of Lancer fire just, being traded off by both teams. This is the last straw. I mean, one of these teams is going to be going home. Infinity's not looking to make any mistakes here. They're 1 map away, and the Fathering can't afford to at all. I mean, they need to win 3 in a row here in order to advance in Hypefestation, New York.
Requiem is in trouble here. He is going to be crossed from top and from sandbag middle.
Yeah,
they have two guys here now trying to hold that spot, but it's going to be much tougher here.
Infinity's starting to slowly move up on the map. They have the map control right now. All of the Fathering is kind of in some long line in the back of their spawn. They're kind of just in a long line across the back of their spawn. So definitely have map control in favor of Infinity. Incendiary grenades have respawned. So if Caesar is able to pick those up, it looks like he grabbed his smoke again. So he's going to smoke that out and go for the nades. Some support fire. He's got the frags. He's going to be backing out of the spawn. And now they got a little something to work with here.
So Requiem right now does have a nice position, but they are being crossed from middle. And here comes the push from Infinity.
There's Digger's out. Full red.
Full red on Requiem.
Requiem is full red. Rib's able to grab the Digger, shot off 2 of them, but not able to secure a kill. And here's the 3rd one. The communication from the Fathering is
and we will see it down here. No, he did not get him down.
Oh, no, he just got down. Nice crossover, good communication. And now they have a great cross coming in from the frag and sandbag.
They have the Fathering extremely chapped right now. Sorry about that.
Yeah, so CDN is going to be pushing towards trench, and they have a 2v1 situation here. They got to push this. It looks like 2 members of Infinity are holding top sandbag, so that's not a good position for the Fathering.
He got it down in a meat shield here. Camille's could clutch this here for them. And we will have smoke in effect. This will make
things are getting very interesting here as the Dust Bowl has come through. 3v3 situation. Camille's getting clutch. A lot of players are going to be holding the left bumper right now. The left bumper allows you to see through the smoke, but only at a short distance. So shotguns in hand a little bit as players could pop up out of nowhere.
So kind of looking through the screens here, it looks like we have the fathering all down low in the basement, and Infinity out and about all around, kind of scattered a little bit here.
Yeah, they're moving out through their spawn. Infinity's still at the top of the crane. They have pretty much map control, but CDN does have some incendiary grenades. Digger's going to be popping up here a little bit. 1 minute left on the clock. If this round were to go 2-0 and no one officially wins the round, it will be a draw. The man-up rule is not in effect at this tournament, so no matter what happens, if one team is not completely eliminated, this round will count as a draw. And there is a 7-round cap on this match. So on trenches, the maximum rounds we will be seeing will be 7.
And it looks like Infinity may try a push. They do have them trapped, so it would be very smart for them to push 2, leave 1 way back in the spawn. Guarantee that draw, and also give yourself a chance to win the round.
Yeah, so I mean, when it hits like 20 seconds or so, it's fine to just send one guy to be the hero.
That's
and
right.
Just let him just run out there, bum rush the opposition. Maybe he'll get the clutch, maybe he won't. But you're really not sacrificing anything when the man-up rule is not in effect. You're not sacrificing anything by just running out there and dying.
It looks like Terror is doing a little bit of a push here, but it's too late now. He needed to do it with about 25 seconds left.
Yeah,
maybe
so
he could have,
I think that Dust Bowl settled things down a little bit.
That's
it took
right.
about 30 seconds. The 3v3 kind of reset. There was 1 kill traded by both teams at the start of it. So that round's going to end in a draw, and the Fathering's still up 1-0.
Prepare to die, ground walkers.
Let's see. Terror's actually rolling back.
So
a little bit of a fake push there.
Yeah.
Target my mark.
They're actually doing a 3 basement here.
Yeah, so Terror actually started moving out toward the Digger, but turned around, went and picked up the ink grenade, met up with his team, and now he's heading out the Digger side.
So we have a complete flip of the last round. It looks like Fathering gained control of the basement.
Wow, Requiem.
But Infinity has pushed high. Yeah, Infinity has pushed them high. Requiem has pushed back out of the top.
Terror able to secure the Digger. That's huge right now. 4v4 situation. I'm not positive if he tossed that ink grenade yet. No, he didn't. So he has an ink grenade and a Digger. So let's see if we can get some cool little ink grenade to Digger combo. 1 ink toss. He's going to be pushing up with the Digger. 3 Diggers left. There's the dig. Not going to connect there. He reloaded. He has
They do have it down here.
Oh, there's a great Digger.
And he's going
to be able to pick up that kill. Oh, it's going to run
he missed
straight
it.
by the down. It was a great attempt. Here's the Digger for the double.
Oh,
he
picks it up.
Yes,
double.
he picks up the double kill. Great
Excellent.
third use of that Digger by Terror. Excellent use. So when you have an opponent that is down, shooting that Digger at him is just a sure kill, really. And that was a great job.
Especially in execution. I mean, you don't have to risk yourself. We have a strong cross here. Infinity will.
Situation for
Infinity is setting up. They have them pinned in.
And Terror really showing how to use the Digger right there. That ink grenade was tossed. He hoped the player was stunned. He shot one. Wasn't able to connect with it. There was a player down. He shot the second one. Unfortunately, the character had crawled away, but that third one connected, and he made up for those first 2 by picking up the double. 4v1 situation here for Infinity. It looks like they're going to be tying this round. And we see Ribs picking up the Scorcher.
Picking up the Scorcher.
Hey, why not? Honestly, that weapon is very strong.
It's strong.
It's a little. I think it's a little underrated. The reason of that is we're honestly just not used to playing with some of these weapon swaps. Gears of War 2, a lot of the weapons were predefined for us, and we didn't really mess around with some of these heavy weapons and the Scorcher and such. But we're going to be seeing a lot more of them in Gears 3. And the Scorcher definitely has its usage here.
So Infinity right now has no clue where Rain's at.
So the advantage,
they're just kind of running together as a herd here, trying to find him.
The slight advantage that Rain actually has here is all members of Infinity are alive, which means that no one is dead in order to ghost camp to find Rain. If in fact Rain were to hide for the next 2 minutes and draw this round out, it will be a stalemate. But unfortunately, Infinity finally has hit him. Trenches is not the greatest map to be hiding. No bush strat here on Trenches, and Jesse Rampage is going to be executing Tanner Rain with the Scorcher. Maybe that's why I picked it up, but
that's
definitely entertaining.
Why.
I think he did that for all you viewers out there. Scorcher execution, completely brutal, and we're tied up 1-1.
So Infinity has done a good job of pushing basement some rounds and pushing high that last round.
Yeah, and let's see, we got Requiem posting up in the middle, watching Digger.
So this time Terror has picked up Incendiaries, and he is going straight towards Digger with them. They have control of mid again, so that again they're able to move throughout the map with no problem.
Yeah, not worried about getting crossed.
I mean, Terror's all the way
here.
up on their side of the map now. They control the map.
Even those Incendiaries, you know, not necessarily a weapon that you have to secure a kill with. It moves the opposition. No one can stand in that fire. Allows you to gain positioning. The Digger allows you to gain positioning. Some of these weapons very useful for utility purposes, not necessarily for securing kills with all the time.
So Terror again has the Digger. They do have a guy kind of trapped up top here. If he gets some Diggers out, he will
that's
get
a great
this
Digger
kill.
shot there. Definitely picked away at him a little bit. You want to use the Digger and shoot them as quickly as possible in this sort of 1v1 situation. Try to pick away, but good movement there by the member of the Fathering, able to roll away.
Infinity is really crossing them here at this mortar
And here
spot.
come more Incendiaries. Infinity able to pick up all 4 Incendiaries this round. And this player's actually going to run through the flame, and he's going to get killed. Great team fire there. Rain is going to go down. He was forced to run through that fire. CDN's going to get cross-lancered by flames. A member of Infinity is also down. The team fire is coming out, and Caesar on his last down is going to be taken out. 4v2 situation for Infinity once again. It's a great spot where Flames got up at top mortar and Lancer down. He was hitting those active reloads.
Infinity is just controlling this map.
2 to 1. Those active reloads with the Lancer are absolutely incredibly powerful. You can honestly down someone in just a matter of seconds. Factor in the headshot and
clip size.
And the clip size on that. Probably the best weapon in the game, the Lancer, doing some serious work there. And now this round, we have the best weapon in the game, the Ink Grenade. Terror's going to be grabbing that, and he's going to opt to push it toward the Digger side.
They've been controlling it. CDN is already dead in basement.
And quick work of Caesar by Rain.
There is a teammate down in basement. We can't see what's going on yet. We're going to try to flip it for you guys. Here we go.
Caesar's
with some
dead. He's
action.
ghost camming. He's going to be calling out everything possible for his team. Ribs is down in the trench, and the dust bowl has come again. And Terror going to be picking up that Digger, taking use of the dust bowl here. The vision is blurred, and he's able to grab that Digger and see what type of work he can do with that. It's a 3v3 situation here. Terror has the Digger up at the top crane, and there's a shot right there. It's going to be rolling back another Digger. That one's not going to connect at all, and he's got one more.
I think he needs to hold this Digger, wait for a good ink push. He's doing the ink right now. Nope, he faked it.
All 3 members of the Fathering.
He's trying to save that Digger active.
Over here on the railroad track, Flames is going to look for a cross here if he can. They're really in a poor position. There's a Digger gets shot, and Requiem is full red. He's going to be able to get Lancer down there. That was an amazing Digger. Very, very close. I'm not sure if he hit the active.
They will control mortar here and push Infinity to the basement. Or I'm sorry, push Fathering to the basement.
And another
and he's inking. Oh, he's not going to ink.
He was able to come out of there. Yep. So now the Fathering is moving through the opposite spawn.
And Terror sees it. He's trying to shoot a,
there's a mortar coming down on Rain. He gets picked off in the nade pit. Great mortar usage. All 3 members of the Fathering were headed over to that spawn trying to pick up the Ink Grenade.
And what you saw there, everybody, was what spotting does.
Huge.
I mean, Terror knew
Look
right
at that mortar ball coming down. Very close mortar ball there. That was a great shot by Terror. Looks like he's practiced that one quite a bit.
That shot.
Very impressive bounce there. That would have been something for the books. 3v2 situation. Terror in control of an Ink. Really the Ink player slash Digger player on this map. In control of the pushes. The players with the power weapons are always going to be making the plays. And Terror really leading the charge here for Infinity.
Terror's getting a nice pistol cross. He actually was able to hit that guy about 4 or 5 shots.
There's a good Ink Grenade. But they're able to roll backwards. They were not stunned. The last 2 members.
Infinity guys are going to be stopping the Fathering here. So we're going to have a standoff here in the basement while Terror flanks around.
Oh, and some nice shotgun fire by Requiem. He's missing his shot, so he does get to the down, and he gets the kill. Doesn't pick up the meat shield. 2v2 situation, but Terror has finally come down. Camille's is going to have to contest this. Terror picks up the meat shield. That was a great pickup by Terror. That meat shield just causes such an obstruction.
Yep.
Camille's is not going to be able to break it, and they're up 3.
We need to see the Fathering do something here, though. I mean, they are giving up the entire map. They're literally playing this map all on their side.
The Fathering is 1 round away from heading to elimination at Hypefestation. Requiem is going to be contesting the Digger. Both teams are going to pick up Incendiaries.
Terra's taking the same route again. Actually, Terra is going to go high side. Nope, he's going to go to the Digger.
Caesar is full red, and the battle is going down in trench. 2 members are down, and Riv's going to be cleaning up some Lancer kills and picking up the revive. This could be the last straw for the fathering 2v4 situation. The Digger has been fired. Atmo picking up a shotgun kill, and Camille's Requiem, the last member alive. Terra gets the incendiary kill, and that is it. Convincingly taking it 3-0.
Infinity will move on.
Infinity moving on in the losers bracket. Great matches. The fathering definitely showed here to compete. They did great job there, but that's going to be it. It's going to be 3-0 in favor of Infinity. Wow, that was some impressive playing by Terror, working those power weapons. And
for trenches, Infinity looked extremely good. I mean, I know the fathering, they must just not have had an answer to try to stop that push, but when they're sending 2 basement, they shouldn't be able to also have a guy that's just running